So here is the load we picked up going to Pennsylvania. I had plans to show how it was all loaded and strapped down and everything, and the guy came out and loaded it up, and they had their own guys that actually strapped this down. I went in the office, came out, it was strapped down. I don't know if that's what they normally do, because they don't want people over tightening. These are supposed to be roof panels or something. I don't know if they didn't want, people crushing their panels or what. But that's it. Goes to Pennsylvania. Weighs 4,000 pounds. Nothing too crazy. Just want to give you an update. Lita's making us some lunch, and just fueled up. So we are, I believe we're in West Virginia. No, we're in Maryland. Maybe we're in Maryland. And they pulled us in for another level 1 DOT. We have cab lights though. And this guy just said he doesn't think that we needed them.
But somebody else said that we did.
So they're checking everything. He's looking over my logs right now. So we're gonna see what's up with that. But it seems like we're getting hit like once a week now. What do you think? I don't know. He seems like a cool guy. I showed him all the other inspections that we had, so maybe that'll speed things along. What's going on, guys? We are in Leona, Pennsylvania. We actually had 2 of these loaded up. One of the customers canceled at the last second, so we had to unload it and put it back wherever. But this is going to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. Weighs 4,500 pounds. Not exactly sure what it's going to pay now that there's only one. I feel like it should still pay the same because I had to drive over here and pick it up. So, but I think it's I'm gonna have to unload it, and I just texted my company about that, and they're supposed to be checking into it because we're not supposed to be touching any of the freight. But they got a bunch of controls over here to drive it around. And basically, what this thing is roofers buy this stuff, and they'll drive it over to the roof, and this thing lifts up, and they just throw all the shingles in it. So pretty basic. Pull your chains forward through the loops, forwards and backwards, and they just unloaded them. That's what it looks like to have 2 loads cancel on you all at the same time. So we're back to square one, looking for another load. So we just got done leaving Walmart because we ran out of lunch meat and bread. But we just picked up those 2 things that they loaded and unloaded.
You are going the wrong way down the street.
No, we're not. Stupid thing. We're leaving Walmart parking lot, so this thing's retarded. It thinks I'm on the road next to it. So that was actually going to 2 different places. And the first one, after we loaded it, seconds later, I guess the customer canceled it, didn't want to buy it. So, and then the guy informed me that we would have to unload it ourselves. And I believe with the company's insurance policy, we're not allowed to touch the freight, load or unload, due to insurance reasons. So I texted my dispatch and told them, I said, these people expect us to unload it when we get there. And they said they didn't say anything about that. So after a couple of minutes of standing around, that ended up getting canceled too. guess it wants us to go right here. So, and then we ran over here to Walmart. We planned on staying here because we didn't think they were going to find us another load. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. I've got about 3 hours of drive time left. So we were just going to sleep here. And then we're walking around Walmart, and they texted us with the information for this next one. And it's going to South Carolina. So we can't pick it up today, but I can drive there. I can drive and be ready in the morning. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drive as far as we can. That way we can pick it up and be ready. So we'll see you when we get there. So it is Tuesday night. We are in Pennsylvania. They had us a load picking up from Pennsylvania going to New York. They messaged us and said it paid like $2.39 a mile, right? I was like, wow, that sounds great. I was like, but how many miles? I'm gonna pause it to get back to the truck. All right, sorry about that. I was like, so how many miles? And they're like 418, right? So, and it was delivering to Long Island, New York. And there's a bridge there that when you cross over the bridge in a car, it's $15 one way. Yeah, George Washington Bridge. I'm told it's like $40 for our truck. So I hated to turn it down. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And then, did you bring the, yeah. And then I kicked myself after telling them that we would take it. Well, it ended up canceling. We ended up getting stopped by DOT again, and they did another level 1 inspection. And I think I'll include that clip on this. But so that made us late to pick up that load, so they canceled that load. So then they got us another load that picked up in Pennsylvania that you'll see I got GoPro footage of loading these things on the trailer. Well, after we got the second one loaded, they canceled one of them. And they informed us that we would have to unload it ourselves. And we don't do that because our insurance doesn't cover it. So I contacted the dispatchers and let them know. Well, then they canceled that one. So I'm supposedly going to be getting paid for the deadhead time and the time spent over there. I don't know what it pays. So that canceled out. And now we're headed to another load in Pennsylvania. Yep. That's going to go to South Carolina. Yep. So we're at a pilot right now.
Let's get ready to go to bed.
Yeah, we're going to go to bed. It's like 10 o'clock. Just got done editing part 2 of Lita's first time coming back. It's exporting right now, and then we'll upload it hopefully tonight and hit it again in the morning.
Yep.
See you then. All right, guys, we are in Berwick, Pennsylvania, picking up a load going to Sumter, South Carolina. This is supposed to weigh 6,000 pounds. Man, that light's kind of crazy. Let me go around the other side. Might have went a little overkill on this a bit. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. So we crossed the chains on the back. Lita made me do that. I wasn't going to do that, actually. But she's like, let's do it. So, and I had them stack them on top of each other. Because, all right, sorry about that. He was asking about about shipping something else. So we were going to down stack them next to each other, but what happens and what I've seen on other loads is your strap hits the very outside, only the outside ones. So basically the ones in the middle, the strap doesn't actually touch. And I kind of probably stuck like a 2x4 on it to have it pull down on it, but kind of an afterthought. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just keep them stacked up. And well, then we end up having to use 8 straps, and then we crossed the chains on the front here, and I stuck my 4x4s in the front to keep the bottoms from sliding. So this is what we got. This is only paying $1.50 a mile. Kind of sucks. I'm gonna sit down and figure out some things, and might have to step back and punt. Figure some things out here. Just want to show you how I did this though. 2 on the bottom within the first 10 feet, 2 on top within the first 10 feet. Chains are crossed. Kind of simple, but kind of not. Like I said, this is probably overkill, but killing somebody or getting pulled over by DOT. We've been stopped by DOT 3 times this month. They finally gave us a sticker on the windshield. So hopefully that'll stop them from harassing us. And everyone I ask, I'm like, what did we get pulled in for? And they always say, because you're a hotshot. I'm like, well, what does that mean? They said, it's easy to bust you guys. He's like, you'd be surprised how many hotshots throw a DOT sticker on their windshield and don't run an electronic logbook, or all their stuff isn't together. So they like to pick on us because it's easy to inspect and easy to bust. So if you're thinking about getting into this, you need to cross your T's and dot your I's. All right, we're going to South Carolina. Got to get them angles. I should have got the angles of those guys about to smash into each other earlier. So we're in South Carolina, about 2 hours from our drop. Got our showers already. Now we're gonna go inside and we're just gonna use their microwave because it's just a little easier. Got to go in and use the restroom anyways. And then after we drop in South Carolina, they've got us a load going to Long Island, New York, which I'm not crazy about because that's where I picked up that box when I went home for the second time, when I had dually, and it's kind of a pain in the ass getting out there. But it pays $2.74 a mile. So it's like a total of like 718 miles or something like that, paying $2,000 with deadhead. So I don't know. I think maybe, hopefully it'll be worth it. It was a nightmare before. That was when my GPS messed up too. So I'll have Lita here to yell at if something else happens.
Yeah, right.
It'll be her fault.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it is.
The weather is amazing.
Yay, short sleeves.
Yeah. Technically, I could probably be in short sleeves, but I don't know. I guess I'm just.
It's gonna be cold.
Well, yeah, maybe that. I guess I'm just used to having something on my arms now, to where if I don't have something on my arms, I feel like I'm cold, you know? So shoot in here and heat up some soup. We ran out of Love's points, so we had to pay for a shower. But yeah,